companies and corporations that have sponsored the Illinois High School Volleyball Coaches Association. Sports Imports, which is the net system we're playing on tonight. The Volley Shop, Adrenaline Fundraising, Lids Team Sports, Janner Sports, Mizuno, Sano Sports Store, and at the table at the entryway, if you please patronize them, Popcorn Palace. We'd like to thank all of our corporate sponsors for the association and for this game. Next, just a quick word about how we got here tonight. As I told the players earlier this afternoon when they arrived, the 20 players that are standing in front of you were first nominated by their head coaches, and then they went through a selection process. A team of coaches of schools throughout the state took a look at all the nominations, and when all was said and done, these are the 20 young men that were selected to play in this all-star game. So that's basically how the players are determined. The coaches, typically the coaches are determined by the outcome of last year's state tournament. I would like to first of all introduce to you the second place finisher from last year and the coach of team number 2 from Glenbrook North, Coach Chris Cooper. Last year's state champion was Wheat Warrenville South. Unfortunately, Coach Schreier is not going to be able to be here, at least for the start of the match. We're hoping that he'll get here at some point, so I'm going to be filling in for him. But Wheat Warrenville South was the state champion from last year. Now we would like to introduce the 20 young men who will be playing here today. First of all, an outside hitter from Glenbard East who will be attending Penn State University next year. Number 5, Joey Farrell. Come up to the stage, please. Coach Chris Scheibe is the head coach at Joliet Catholic Academy, serves as the vice president of the Illinois High School Coaches Association, and she'll be giving out the awards here tonight. Next up, an outside hitter from Oak One, currently undecided, number 3, Mark Hansen. Next up, an outside hitter from Naperville North who will be attending Indiana University next year, number 11, Dan Coe. Next, an outside hitter from Providence Catholic attending Ball State University next year, number 12, Brendan Saran. Next up, a middle hitter from Sandburg who will be attending Lewis University next year, number 33, John Odo. Next up, a middle hitter from Brother Rice, attending Carthage College next year, number 34, Ryan Paul. Next, an opposite from Barrington, attending Dominican University next year, number 14, Charlie Sprout. Next, a setter from Manuka, attending SIU Carbondale next year, number 4, Phil Hannon. Next, setter from Wheat Warrenville South, who will be attending Mount St. Joseph next year, number 16, Richie Planek. And finally, a libero from Lakeway North, who will be attending Culver Stockton next year, number 1, Zach Glasser. Next up, an outside hitter from Stad, who will be attending Moraine Valley next year, number 6, Camille Vargas. Next, an outside hitter from Hinsdale Central, attending Dominican University next year, number 6, Robbie Meade. Next, an outside hitter from Glenbrook North, attending Tufts University next year, number 9, Brian O'Keefe. Next, a middle hitter from Lyons Township, attending Dominican University next year, number 9, Aiden Spangler. Next, Next, a middle hitter from Minooka, attending McKendree University next year, number 15, Malik Walker. Next, an opposite from New Trier, attending USC next year, number 10, Mike Giles. Next, a setter from Lincoln Way North, attending the University of Illinois next year, number 15, Matt Burke. Next, a setter from New Trier, attending the University of Missouri next year, number 6, Matt Washer. Next, a libero from Glenbrook North, attending Carthage College next year, number 1, Cody Boland. And finally, a libero from Marist, attending Marquette University next year, number 12, Brendan Hopkins. Teams can now return back to their benches. Just a couple of quick words in regards to the rules and the format that we'll be going by tonight. We're going to kind of play it by ear. Right now the plan is to play at least a 2 out of 3. We might even play a third game depending on how things go. The rules are going to be kind of a mixture of high school and college rules. The net rule is going to be the USA college rule. It has to be top of the net tape and involved in the play. A couple of other minor modifications have been made that the players are aware of already. They're basically going to play it out until they hear a whistle. Folks, again, we thank you very much for joining us. We hope you enjoy the action tonight.
And welcome one, welcome all to the high school boys volleyball all-star game right here on SportstownChicago.com and ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Joining me for this broadcast, we got a newbie here, the one, the only, Patrick Ketza. Patrick, welcome to volleyball.
Thank you very much, Pete. Glad to be here.
Now, Patrick, we got a lot of, you and I both being Southsiders, near and dear to our hearts are some of the players from these respective high schools. You know, none of my alma mater guys on here, but you got a Marist guy, Brendan Hopkins, going to Marquette University.
Yep.
He's playing libero out there, so that's got to be nice to see.
Yeah, it's always great to see anybody from, you know, your own neighborhood.
So both teams are taking the court now. Going left to right on the radio dial is going to be Team 1, coached by Brother Paul Ickes, head coach of Brother Rice. Right to left, Team 2, Coach Chris Cooper from Glenbrook North. So we are going to go along with this as much as we can, right along with all of you. So we thank you all for being here, being part of this broadcast on this lovely Monday evening. Two great teams, the battle of the best. I guess you could say no team you'd rather see. We're going to keep a steady shot right in the middle for all of you at home wondering about the serve. So we're going to keep a steady shot right in the middle just to make sure we don't miss any of the action right at the court. Hop serve over, high return by Blaskin. Bump Blaskin to keep the rally going. Set up at the net, decoy across the middle, spike high off the double. Return by Bowen. Spike double block again and getting the point. With the big block right across the middle, the big guy in the middle, John Hodel, the middle hitter out of Sandburg. Boy, is he tall.
Definitely. It's got to be, I think he's one of the tallest on the teams, actually.
Serve over, bit of a self-preservation. Set decoy across the middle, spike far side, and that is going to be a big kill there. Far side, number 9. Give that one to Glenbrook North's Brian O'Keefe, and he now gets to have the serve. So O'Keefe wearing the green jersey with gold number, white trim around that. Big jump serve, dips down, back set, and they are going to call a double hit on Team 1. So double hit called, score 2-1. Again, we are here live on SportstownChicago.com and ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Big hop serve over again by O'Keefe. Decent return by Farrell, and that one drops by the left foot of Farrell with a quick return across the middle. That returned by number 15, Malik Walker, out of Kyle Griffin's alma mater, Minooka. Got to give Kyle a shout out when you can.
Of course you do.
Back to serve now, again, is going to be O'Keefe. Big jump serve. That one goes past the back line, points going to Team 1. 3-2 going to be your score. Again, this game brought to you today by SportstownChicago.com, ChicagolandSportsRadio.com, and, of course, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. For more information on You Can Do What Pat and I are doing, go to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700. Hodel with the set serve. He's wearing the blue jersey today. Quick one set, double block. That one rolls around, and that one goes out of bounds. Not being able to get the clean return was Brother Rice's own, the numberless one. I just looked down. I'm like, yeah, that's not him.
I believe that's Ryan Paul.
Ryan Paul is wearing an away jersey today. So,
and it's weird because team number 1 is considered the home team here because they have the Brother Rice student.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? And I will tell you a story in a second. Hop serve over, big serve by Spry out of Barrington. Back set, spike high off the double, and able to get to there, but sending it out of bounds is Robbie Mead. That is going to be Camille Barnes out of Stagg High School. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Bouncing a few times. Big hop serve is Charlie Spry. Left hand, return cleanly. And spike down, massive kill, bring on the Thunder. 5-4 going to be your score. Team 2 trails by 1. Substitution coming into the game is Mike Gallos. Back to serve is going to be 15, Matt Burke from Lincoln Way North. Bit of a direct serve. Quick set, outside spike, double block. You shall not pass. Matt Washer out of New Trier doing a great job making sure nobody gets past that one. 6-4 now your score. Team 2 leads by 2. Set far side over the top, and they're saying that one goes out of bounds as ducking out of the way was Matt Burke going to University of Illinois. Great thing to see is all these players and all their commitments to colleges. Only one, Mark Hansen out of Oakland, only one uncommitted at this point. That one blocked back down. Aiden Spangler out of Lyons Township. The Lion blocks it back over the double block. 8-4, 4-point lead now. Might see a timeout coming soon for Team 2. Set serve over by Walker. Bump far side, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Almost hits the R1. And another point goes to Team 2. But what I was going to mention is Brother Rice and Ryan Paul came to the SportstownChicago.com studios, and there is that timeout on the court. We will take it with them. SportstownChicago.com in a league of our own.
Tune in to Clearing the Bases, brought to the people, by the people. Join your host, Cubs fan Jason Thomas.
The way that they've been fielding the errors, it's ridiculous. Starlin Castro, Anthony Rizzo, get it together, go back to AAA.
And Cardinals fan Tyler Loftus.
Cardinals bullpen is not looking very good. Jason Mott is severely missed, especially with Mitchell Boggs and what he's doing.
Clearing the Bases, every Friday morning from 10 to noon on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Underway, SportstownChicago.com in a league of our own. A lot of cheering in the background, and, reason for all that cheering is because it's 10-4. Another point goes to Team 2. What I was saying is Ryan Paul had the opportunity. We'll get to that. They're playing fast today.
Yeah, no kidding.
That one goes out of bounds. 10-5 your score. But what I was going to mention was how. We'll get to that again in a minute. They take no time. Tip serve over. That one rolls around and drops down another point. 11-5 for Team 2. But Ryan Paul had the chance to stop by, and along with Coach Ickes, and they did a in-studio interview promoting the Brother Rice volleyball season. So we thank them. If you want to check that out, again, SportsOnChicago.com. Go right to the homepage and click on Coach's Corner. That spike goes too far for Joey Farrell out of Glenbard East. That one went a bit sailing. Back to serve now with a 12-5 lead. Big hop serve. Robbie Mead. Tip near side, we're still continuing on. Decoy across the middle, and they're saying net violation on Team 1, so that's a way. Another way that Team 2 is getting points, that time by an error on the defensive side. 13-5, your score. Camille Barnes back to serve, and that one goes a bit far.
It's real fast and furious tonight. It's kind of hard. It's actually getting to be a little hard to keep up with everybody.
Yeah, well, you got the best of the best here. You got a great crowd on hand for this one, so we're doing everything we can. Bump back row by Barnes from Stad, kept in play. Spike through the double block, another point there. Rack it up, Matt Washer washing the floor right now with Team 1, 13-6, make it 14-6 now.
Now, I can't be a little bit surprised because you do have 2 placers on here. Is that Malik Walker actually went to Minooka. They placed in the state tournament this year, along with Matt Burke, who actually, along with Lincoln Way North, finished 2nd this year. So it can't really be that big of a surprise.
Sure, very good observation. 14-7 your score. Back on the positive side of things. Now back to serve is going to be Phil Hannon out of the aforementioned Minooka. Jump serve, drops down. Oh, spike across the middle. No, stopping that one. John Hodel going to Lewis University. They're getting a big force in the middle.
Absolutely. He's proven himself tonight already on a couple of occasions.
Back to serve now. Again with a 14-8 deficit, trying to get out of his hand and out of Minooka. That's not going to help, sent it sailing too far. Checking in now is Matt Gaios out of New Trier, and back to serve is his teammate, Matt Washer. Washer, a few bounces, wearing the all blue. High set return. Almost a decoy,
Ooh.
but tipped it nonetheless. Again, these players just a few practice hours earlier today to get used to each other. Good decoy, left-hand kill attempt. Swinging the axe was Spry. Block across the middle, double block across the middle. Malik Walker out of Minooka. So 2 Minooka players playing in today's game on opposite teams, mind you. I'm sure, Pat, that's got to be fun for them.
It's got to be interesting. You also have 2 Lincoln Way North players playing against each other also. So you gotta wonder, are there some bragging rights?
Yeah, there might be. 17-8 now your score. Team 1 with the lead. Back to serve now is going to be New Trier's Matt Washer. Hop serve. Set. Spike, a 1 kill. That one goes far. Another point to Team 2. The opportunities are there right now, Pat, for Team 1. They're just not falling where they need to.
It's their bad bounces or anything, and as you see, they call a timeout. And I think we've got to take one too.
Yeah, we'll take one with them. We'll be back. SportsOnChicago.com in a league of our own.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan Fahey.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jason Zenner, Zendog.
And we're the host of that show called The Press Box, which is every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. here on SportsTownChicago.com, where we talk about sports.
Sports and more sports.
And we even rant at each other about our personal problems and everything that we like to rant about in life. Remember, catch The Press Box every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com.
And we're back, SportsOnChicago.com. They did not use... for lack of a better term, they did not use that full 55-second timeout. But that's fine. We got to get our commercial breaks in when we can.
Yeah.
That one blocked down. Big block in the middle. Number 33, again, John Hodel. He is making his presence known. We talked about him a minute ago, but really making his presence known here.
Absolutely. It looks like team number 1's trying to get something going here.
High tip by Malik. Play at the net. Bump by Malik. He wants the set. They give him the quick one. Slaps it back. Left hand by Malik. Joust at the net. Still alive. Malik back sets. Tip over. Rough! Rough! Big rough on the far side. Number 3. Mark Hansen out of Oakland. He's unsigned. Somebody sign that boy. Jump serve over, and that one goes too far. Joey Farrell out of Glenbard East. Again, they're bringing it. They're hitting it as hard as they can sometimes, but it's just sailing on them right now.
Yeah, it seems like it's happening quite a few times tonight, is that they're just sailing over.
Back to serve now. O'Keefe out of Glenbrook North. Back set, left hand, and that one, did it drop in? No, that one went too far. Another point for Team 2. It's hard for Team 1 when not only are you being attacked upon, when all of your attacks are going awry, too near, too far, too far in the back. I mean, it's hurting their chances. 20-11 your score. O'Keefe with another serve. Quick set, decoy across the middle, spike down, big spike there. Good play there. Kill along the far side for Team 1. So a good play there, and Paul checks into the game, or as our announcer on Sports on Chicago when they did the interview called him Tall Paul. set, decoy across middle, spike, far side of that, find the line, and it does so. Kill there. Mike Gallos for New Trier. 21-12 now is going to be your score.
Team 1's definitely got to get something going here.
Malik Walker serves, set, far side, and point's going to go. Double hit called again on Team 1. So Team 2 gets another point, another gimme on behalf of Team 1. Again, this game will be podcast. You can find it on sportsoutchicago.com or Chicagoland Sports Radio within
another
24
serve
hours.
goes sailing.
Another one does. That time it actually helps Team 1.
Yeah.
22-13 your score. We thank you for joining us here today on the broadcast. Big jump serve over. That one drops down. Out of bounds, 23-13, 2 points away from set 1 victory right now is Team 2, coached by Glenbrook North's coach Chris Cooper.
The reason for that is Glenbrook North actually finished second in the state tournament last year, which allowed him to be the coach for one of the teams this year.
Makes sense. Makes sense. You like to see it?
Unfortunately, actually, it's supposed to be Wheaton Warrenville South's coach that is supposed to be coaching the other team this year. He's not able to make it.
It happens sometimes. You know, we do and are part of the girls volleyball broadcast. So we know full well about some players just having some issues. Oh, and Team 2 drops the hammer. I will rule you. Camille Barnes out of Stagg going to MVCC. Home of the Cyclones, 24-15, set 1 point at hand. Big jump set, and that one goes too far. You know, they practiced their kills beforehand. Maybe they didn't play enough of the serves, but that's fine. That's fine. Some of these teams, some of these players haven't played in a while.
That is true.
Decoy across middle, spike, double block, palmed up by O'Keefe. Sent over cleanly by Burke. Decoy, double block, drops back near side. O'Keefe underneath it. 10-foot line kill attempt. That block goes out of bounds. Give the kill from the 10-foot line. And at the end of one, it's 25-16. We'll come back with set 2 action and some set 1 stats coming your way shortly on SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own.
What's up? This is Jonathan Hood from ESPN Chicago. People often ask me, Hoodie, how can I be a sports radio guy like you? I tell them it takes drive and determination, and you need to learn how it all works. At the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, you can do just that. ICB is enrolling students for day and evening classes now. Listen up. You can learn to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. You'll have a chance to get internships at stations like ESPN Chicago, where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your new career in 1 year. I also teach at ICB, so I know firsthand that it's a great school to get the hands-on training you need for a broadcasting career, doing what you love. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. So don't waste another minute. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports and see what the Illinois Center for Broadcasting has to offer. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Rob Zielinski, Josh Catlow, Sean Delby. Entertaining and opinionated. The Chicago Sports Fix on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Engaging, informed guests. Blackhawks, Bears, Cubs, White Sox, Bulls. Fantasy sports, sports wagering, prizes to best listener phone call. Get your sports fix with the Chicago Sports Fix, Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m. on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
What's up? This is Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night on ESPN Chicago. Not many people can say that they love their career, but I certainly do. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard can help you find the career you love. I also teach at ICB because I like helping the next generation of broadcasters discover their passion. How do you discover yours? Well, ICB is enrolling students for day and evening classes right now. Learn how to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. Get hands-on training, on air and behind the scenes. You'll have a chance to get internships at stations like ESPN Chicago, where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your career in 1 year. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. Why waste another minute in a career that you just don't love? Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports and see what the Illinois Center for Broadcasting has to offer. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Tune in to Clearing the Bases, brought to the people, by the people. Join your host, Cubs fan Jason Thomas.
The way that they've been fielding the errors, it's ridiculous. Starlin Castro, Anthony Rizzo, get it together, go back to AAA.
And Cardinals fan Tyler Loftus.
Cardinals bullpen is not looking very good. Jason Mott is severely missed, especially with Mitchell Boggs and what he's doing.
Clearing the Bases, every Friday morning from 10 to noon on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
You're killing me, Smalls!
Hey, sports fans. Want to listen and talk about some of the most intriguing topics in the NFL, NBA, and even MLB? Well, listen to your host, Mike Pendleton, on Full Scale Sports Radio on SportsTownChicago.com every Monday and Friday mornings from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
I'm a dumbass.
I'm really not Charles Barkley, so listen to my show and get proven wrong every Monday and Friday morning from 8 to 9:30 a.m.
And we're back, SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own. Thank you for joining us here this evening. The first set ended 25-16, and Team 2 this time is trailing as Team 1 gets a quick kill. Number 12 on that kill, Brendan Serrani out of Providence High School with the kill. So a good thing to see some different players on the court this time. That one drops out of bounds. A Richie Planick serve, but that one went too far. Again, service errors being a issue, I guess you could say.
Yeah, for everybody tonight.
Big hop serve over by Barnes from Stagg. Left-hand kill attempt. Big dig down low. That is going to be Meade out of Hinsdale South, and that one ricochets out of bounds. Point for Team 1. So Team 1, second lead so far in the second set. Maybe they got to do some things differently, but so far, while we have a second, we'll get some stats coming up for the next break in play. But that one hits the back of the head of his teammate. So who's really standing out in terms of the kills so far, Pat?
I would definitely, for team number 1, it would definitely be John Hodel. I mean, he's had at least 3 or 4 good kills along with some blocks. Serving, obviously, is a problem for him, as pretty much everybody, it seems like.
Drops down. But again, it's an exhibition game, glorified fun. So,
like I said, they have only been playing with each other for literally a few hours.
Yeah.
So,
and we've even seen some teammates split up and put on opposite teams. So
yeah.
Serve over by Hodel. Back set, decoy across middle. Palm almost goes over, but blocked back. Set near side again, double block, and that one stays in bounds. Point goes to Team 1. 3-2 your score. There was some discrepancies between the R1 and R2. But now back to serve is going to be a Hodel. Again, 4-2 your score. Serve over. High return, decoy across middle, and spike far side. That one hits the net. Is going to be Hinsdale South's own Robbie Meade. 5-2 your score. So the mistake, it must be that side of the court, I think, Pat. I think that side of the court is just maybe an unlucky side right now.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Maybe I'm a superstitious kind of guy. Maybe it is just an unlucky side.
Oh, big spike along the middle. Blame it on the rain. Malik Walker.
Even his own teammates were hanging on that one.
Woo! 5-3 your score. That was something else. Back to serve now. Big hop serve, but that one goes out of bounds. Mike Gaios sends it near side. 5-3, and Team 1 now again a 3-point lead. Back to serve now is going to be Charlie Spry out of Barrington. Huge jump left-handed serve. Return cleanly, Barnes. Walker down. Walker kill. Boom goes the dynamite. 6-4. Not a Dynamite fan? Dynamite kid? No, I'm trying to reference wrestling things for you, Pat.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind, but that's not the task at hand.
Yes, that's true. Decoy, Paul in the middle. Oh, Serrani! Ramalama ding dong. 7-4. I gotta bust out some wrestling quotes for you. Maybe if I yell out wrestling things, that'll help. Back to serve now. Again, Serrani out of Providence wearing the sleeveless yellow jersey. That one drops in.
For an ace.
Ace is the place for Serrani. 8-4. Your score, and Team 1 right now
taking it to team number 2. Man, this is almost game number 1 in reverse.
Oh, and that one hits the tape, drops down.
Now it really is in reverse. Another service error.
Yeah.
It's almost becoming a story of the game.
Good crowd on hand here at Brother Rice High School, south side of Chicago. Walker serves. Oh, Nelly, the bottom dropped out of that one. You can't see me. 8-6 your score.
You're going to do anything you can to try and get me to talk wrestling, aren't you?
Well, you know, it's always a good thing to talk wrestling. Big hop serve by Walker, again, able to be returned that time. Set near side, Naperville North's Koch with the tip over, and Koch gets the kill. Checking in now, the man in the middle, John Hodel.
He's been almost the talk of the game so far. A couple of kills in set number 1. Some great servicing here in set number 2 also.
Back set, having to go out of bounds, not able to get to it in time, is Gaios out of New Trier, a USC Trojan-bound player. Again, you got a Penn State, Indiana, Ball State, Lewis, Carthage, Dominican, SIU, Carbondale, Mount St. Joseph's, and Culver, just for Team 1 alone. Spike across the middle. Whoa,
it hits Spry
boy.
in the hands, and he can't get it.
Out of Lions, Aiden Spangler. Ray, if they ask you if you're a god, you say yes. 10, did you get that reference?
No.
Ghostbusters?
I haven't seen that in years.
I'm sorry. But, you know, Spangler, it's the last name of Ghostbuster.
I know, I get it.
I'll use Ghostbuster quotes the rest of the night. 11-7, oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. The score right now, sportsonchicago.com. Spike down, oh, able to keep it alive. Beautiful play by Serene. Spike across the double and breaking through to the other side is Stag's own Camille Barnes going to Moraine Valley Community College. Man, Moraine's getting a powerhouse there.
Absolutely.
You and I both spent some time at the lovely Palos Hills campus.
Some more time than others, though.
What are you trying to say?
How long were you there?
I did 2 semesters.
I
did a summer and a spring.
I did 5, so
okay.
some more than others.
Yeah, there you go. Got it. Spike down, kill, hits the ground. Near side number 10, Mike Gaios, and Funk is on a roll. 12-9.
Trojans also going to be getting a huge powerhouse in Gaios.
Yeah, yes, they are. But you got a U of I, Missouri, Mizzou-bound player, Carthage, Marquette. That one falls down. Another point for Team 2. Team 2 is finally starting to find themselves on that side of the court, Pat.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're getting the voodoo, the mojo back.
Serve down, or spike down, able to be returned cleanly. Spike over to the top, Meade. Set near side by Serene. 12-11 your score. Team 2 has brought it to within 1 point. Again, we're playing best of 3 rules today, folks. So if Team 2 comes back from a big deficit and wins, it's going to be it for this year's All-Star game. Decoy across middle. Serene breaks it through the double block. It split the uprights. Extra point. Good. 13-11.
Third kill for Serene, second in this game also. Or rather, second in this set, excuse me. So, I mean, you've got 2 real strong guys here in Hodel and Serene, and they're on the same team.
Yeah, it's spike down, big kill again by Mike Gaios. Are you the key master? 13-12 your score. I wonder if any of these guys, hopefully they've all seen Ghostbusters. I know it came out 10 years before they were born, but it's a classic.
I think Ghostbusters 2 came out before they were born.
It did. It did. That was a 1989 film.
Yeah.
So.
It came out before I was born.
Thanks for reminding me. Serene, spike down, big block across the middle. He's got the double arm flex. Malik Walker, the total package. 13-13.
As a matter of fact, it was just a total package Lex Luger's birthday earlier this week also. His 55th birthday.
Now you're picking up what I'm throwing down. Spike down, set, Paul across the near side, Serene. Clean return by Hopkins out of Marist, and point goes to Team 1. But Marist, one of the Red Hawks getting some playing time now, your alma mater. Always a great volleyball program over there.
Definitely. It was always a lot of fun going to the games there. And actually, Brendan Hopkins is the brother of Bridget Hopkins, who I actually graduated with.
There you go. Small world.
Extremely.
And double block, Tal, Paul, and Serene. No, thank you, come again. 13-15 your score. They must not have had some mojos across the street. Shameless plug. Tip back into play. A lot of tipping going on at the net. Are they going to say double block? Oh, no, they're going to say that one does drop out of bounds on the near side of the antenna. So 16-13 your score.
Yeah, this is definitely a much better game than the first set for both teams, honestly.
Back to serve. Charlie Spike. Well, you know, they're finally getting used to one another.
Yep.
Block across the middle. That one actually just rolled or hit into the net. Walker not able to make something happen. 17-13 your score. One thing I always like about the All-Star games, in any sport for that matter, but it's the best of the best. You have these players, and rolling off the palm was Charlie Spry. Point goes to Team 2, but you see these players at the top of their game for their respective schools and now playing at the same time. It's top level. I always like to say this is a college level match. This is your Penn State versus University of Illinois, because these are the caliber players you're seeing.
Absolutely. You have to wholeheartedly, because, I mean, that is their next stop for most of them. This is the culmination of their high school careers, and the next stop is college. So it definitely is a college-type game.
Serene with, oh, that one goes a bit too far. I thought that one was going to stay in bounds. It does not. 15-18 your score. Team 2 with a 3-point lead. And Walker sends that one too far on the far post. 19-15 your score. Tall Paul checks out of the game. They got a good rotation between Paul and Hodel at that middle block spot, or middle hip. Serve over, back set, kill attempt, and that one goes far. Nobody tipped it. Sending it was Matt Burke at Lincoln Way North. Speaking of University of Illinois, one of their future players. 20-15 your score. Back to serve now is Blazgen. Spike through the double block, and point goes to Lyon Township's Aiden Spangler. Don't cross the streams. 2016. Back to serve. Team 2. Return. Serene keeps it alive. Spike is Hodel, and not able to get to it in time is going to be Burke, and 21-16. Team 1 really wants to send this to 3.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way, and right now they're heading there. 4 more points, and we'll be heading to the third game.
21-16 again, your score. That one almost goes out of bounds. Good play by one of the people at the bench. But
and no, it wasn't me, folks.
That's fine. Richie Planick out of Wheaton-Warrenville South, or Planick, excuse me, heading to Mount St. Joseph, but that one goes too far on the serve. 22-16 your score. 22-17. Camille Barnes right now. He's had a few too far. Let's see what happens with this one. And that one doesn't go too far, but goes too wide. Exactly. So 23-17. 2 points away from set 2 victory, and sending this one to 3 is Team 1 coached by Brother Paul Ickes. Set serve over. Again, the IHS VCA, a great organization that sponsors these games. Spike breaking through the triple block. Hinsdale South Hornets, the Killer Bee, Robbie Mead, 23-18.
Got quite a fan club here also for him.
Oh yeah, there's even signs. Go Robbie, play like.
Looks like Patty Carr. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know who Patty Carr is, but we'll go with it. I still want a Hinsdale South t-shirt, just because a black and white Hornet's a pretty cool logo. I think so, nonetheless. 24-18, we are at set 2 point. Unless you get a huge 6-point swing very quickly, or 7, should I say, we're going to be going to 3. Walker, set near side, tip over the double. Hodel keeps the set alive. Spike down Spry, that one drops down. There's Charlie Spry from Barrington with another kill. 25-18, and that's the end of set 2. What will happen in set 3? Who will come away as champion of the 2013 Illinois High School Volleyball Boys All-Star Game? We'll find out. SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own.
What's up? This is Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night on ESPN Chicago. Not many people can say that they love their career, but I certainly do. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard can help you find the career you love. I also teach at ICB because I like helping the next generation of broadcasters discover their passion. How do you discover yours? Well, ICB is enrolling students for day and evening classes right now. Learn how to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. Get hands-on training, on air and behind the scenes. You'll have a chance to get internships at stations like ESPN Chicago, where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your career in 1 year. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. Why waste another minute in a career that you just don't love? Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports and see what the Illinois Center for Broadcasting has to offer. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Tune in to Clearing the Bases, brought to the people, by the people. Join your host, Cubs fan Jason Thomas.
The way that they've been fielding the errors, it's ridiculous. Starlin Castro, Anthony Rizzo, get it together, go back to AAA.
And Cardinals fan Tyler Loftus.
Cardinals bullpen is not looking very good. Jason Mott is severely missed, especially with Mitchell Boggs, what he's doing.
Clearing the Bases, every Friday morning from 10 to noon on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Hey, sports fans. Want to listen and talk about some of the most intriguing topics in the NFL, NBA, and even MLB? Well, listen to your host, Mike Pendleton, on Full Scale Sports Radio on SportsTownChicago.com every Monday and Friday mornings from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. I'm a dumbass. I'm really not Charles Barkley, so listen to my show and get proven wrong every Monday and Friday morning from 8 to 9:30 a.m. right here, SportsTownChicago.com.
You love sports, you have drive and determination, but you need skills to work in sports broadcasting. Hey, this is Tom Waddle, and I'm here to tell you how to get those skills at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Get hands-on training for a career in radio, TV, or digital media. Learn to be a host, producer, or shoot and edit video. With internships, day and night classes, affordable tuition, and job placement assistance, you could start a new career in less than a year at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to put the ball in play. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
It's time to wild out on Wednesdays and tune into the most entertaining show of the week.
Fresh Pelly Bells, 2 for shine on his bones. Somebody being up the block with fresh by the rims. Yeah, you can tell by the design on the chrome.
Game On Radio has all the information.
And we're back, SportsOnChicago.com and ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Gotta love the commercials that Game On Radio puts on.
Game On Radio, part of the brother station, actually, Chicagoland Sports Radio.
I always say sister, but if you want to go with brother, because we're at Brother Rice, that's approachable.
It's an all-boys school, you know, it's on the mind.
Set right at the net. Joust across the board. This is a good rally taking place right now. Set backside, spike down, and getting the point. I'm not sure if they, I'm trying to see if they did switch sides. So
yeah,
team
they
2
did it again.
Gets the first point. I will admit, folks, my apologies. I do not know if they're playing to a full 25, if they're only doing rally to 15. But if they get to 15 and they stop playing, well, that's the case then.
I think we'll find out.
And then I think we'll find out exactly. Double block, and that one stays in. Not able to get back quickly enough was Joey Farrell. 2-1 your score now.
Now the only thing about it is they did say they wanted to make this quick due to the fact that Brendan Serene still has finals.
Yeah.
So
you forget sometimes that these are still high school athletes.
So whether that determines anything, I guess we'll find out.
But again, SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own. Chicagoland Sports Radio, it's not just sports, it's a way of life, bringing you this awesome game here today on behalf of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Again, beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more info. Double block. Paul gets the block. Somebody call my mama.
I don't have her number.
Oh, I'm like, I see what he's doing there. I see what he's doing.
Sorry, I don't have her number.
Hodel with the serve, return, spike near side is going to be by Mead out of Hinsdale South. 4-2 your score. Back to serve now is going to be Hodel. Thank you for sticking with us this lovely evening, folks. Only 45 minutes in the gameplay so far, so no problems there in my book. Block at the net. Paul gets another point. 5-2 your score. Who are some other players you talked about? Hodel having some great numbers. Any other players really stand out to you right now?
Actually, would be the guy who's dealing with finals soon. Brendan Serane's got a handful of kills. Charlie Spry, and that's all just for team number 1. Malik Walker with an ace on a serve for team number 2. 2 kills. It's been a pretty even game despite the scores that may be telling you. They kind of, both sides have dominated to even everything out in the end.
Set, far side, spike down. Oh, able to keep it alive. Good rally there by Bolin out of North. Back set by Hannon. Still alive. Set 10-foot line, tip overs. Good return by Blaskin. Spike far side. That one goes out of bounds. Bit of a celebration on the right side of your screen for Team 2, coached by Chris Cooper, 5-4, your score. Back to serve now. Bit of a hop serve, hits off the tape, rolls down, able to be retrieved cleanly by Hansen. Taking a stab at it, but not able to keep the rally going is Brian O'Keefe. So 6-4 your score. Team 1 with a 2-point lead right now. Big left hand by Spry, and that one goes too far on the return. They're picking
upper deck.
Yeah, they're picking on Brian O'Keefe right now. They see him lingering back there, so they're going to try to help him out. Let's see if Spry's got that direct serve again. And that one goes too far and goes out of bounds. So, you know, you keep putting the hand in the cookie jar. Eventually, there's not going to be a cookie to get. Because C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
I was gonna mention going to the well once too often, but never mind now.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can go welling. Block across the middle. Bit of a celebration there. So, again, good teamwork. You know, you're really starting to see these players working well together now.
Especially Walker and Gallos. The two of them have been going to the net for a lot of the blocks.
Walker, Cone, another Muerto. That's with another kill. What language did you take in high school?
French, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, how would you say with a kill in French?
Sadly, I kind of forgot it after graduation.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
It's.
I forget what I had for lunch today. Let me think.
I forget your name.
I had a salad. I had a mango chicken salad from Qdoba.
I haven't had lunch today now that I think about it.
Well, you had class. That's why. You don't eat when you have school.
I have a blood.
And almost into our equipment. That's fine.
If it had gone about 5 feet further, I would have been catching it.
That had nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't hit the camera.
Or my nose.
Yeah, that's secondary, of course.
Oh, thank you.
You are welcome. Did they keep it alive? They do not keep it alive. 7-9 your score for those keeping track at home. 8-9 now. Walker back to serve yet again. Hits the tape and drops near side. So it looks like, at least in my opinion, of course, that they've gone from being so worried about sending it too far that now they're just sending it too short.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's essentially from the second half of the second set through now, it's a lot of them have gone off of the net. So
double block, able to get underneath but not able to keep it clean was Robbie Mead out of Hinsdale South. The Hornet really making a name for himself, diving around everywhere back there. So good showing for Robbie Mead.
Dominican University bound Robbie Mead. So you always want somebody who plays with passion, so you're going to love to see someone like that.
That one goes a bit far. Team 2 spikes a bit too much. 12-8 your score now. It was 9-8 at one point, and then 3 quick points for Team 1. Serve over.
Team
Good.
1 looking to make the comeback.
Redirection there, and Glenbrook North's own Brian O'Keefe with a great play. 9-12 your score. Want to remind everybody that may be watching or listening at home, Thursday we're covering the high school boys lacrosse all-star game at Carl Sandburg High School again on the south side. So if anybody's interested in watching or attending that one, sportsonchicago.com, chicagolandsportsradio.com, the only places you can get great high school action such as this. Serve over. Hodel mistimes that one. And 12-11 the score now. They've brought it back to within 1.
Yeah, you just mentioned 9-8, 3 straight. Then it goes 12-8, and now we're back to 12-11.
And that one hits the top of the tape. Joey Farrell out of Glenbard East going to Penn State. They're going to beast.
And we are tied at 12 now.
Serve over, high return. That's my bad. That's my bad. Back set, spike down, high return by Hannon. And there's the spike. Tool kill by Farrell. Bust out the chainsaw. 13-12 now your score. They regain the lead.
Now remember, it was team number 1 that was actually struggling in the first set. And team number 2 actually took it. And ever since then, team number 1's probably been clicking a lot easier. And then as soon as I say that...
Yeah, team 2. Big double block there right at the net. Predominantly Lyon Township's Spangler.
13-all in the third.
Who you gonna call Aiden Spangler? O'Keefe. Jump serve. High return by Farrell. Spry, left-hand kill attempt. Near side is Mead getting the... Oh, Mead is blocked, and so Hodel now is going to get the serve. Hodel, number 33, wearing the blue jersey, white trim. Return now, Mead, Hinsdale South. At the net. Oh, trying to do a self-preservation was Farrell, but rolls it off the palms. That one goes back, and we're 14-14 now. Crowd's got, it's a little warm in here right now. It was chilly yesterday, and of course it's warm again today, typical Chicago weather in the summer.
Welcome to Chicago. Don't like the weather? Wait 10 minutes.
Oh, good dig by Mead to keep the rally going. Far side, hitting the tape. It did get touched. Sending it back. Farrell over. Walker at the top, off the top of the head of Tall Paul.
Little too tall for that.
Team 2 deserved that point. What hustle. They put some hustle behind the muscle. Or muscle behind the hustle.
Or some bustle behind the muscle with hustle.
There, yeah, well now you're just getting crazy. Now you're just getting cray-cray.
Well.
Back to serve now is going to be Cody Bolin out of Glenbrook North. Set near side, high double block, and that hits the pole. 16-15 your score on SportsOnChicago.com and ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Spry got credit for the point. Now he's going to get credit as the server.
So since it's 16-15, we still don't know if it's to 15 or 25 because you have to win by 2.
Exactly.
Set far side. Spike up, hitting the double block. Down to one knee is Hansen. Left side, still in the air. Walker decoy. Spike bringing down the pain.
And we still don't know. It's 16 all now.
They should just make it 25. Like a ref should just yell, okay, we're going to 25. Don't worry.
I don't think we're going to have a choice right now.
And that serve goes into the net. 17-16 is your score. Substitution. Going back for the serve, Matt Washer out of New Trier High School. Small hop serve. Hannon back set. Off the block, and another tool kill for Joey Farrell. Excuse me, that one was Charlie Spry busting out the chainsaw, tied at 17 apiece. Serve over, decoy across the middle, far side, double block by Tall Paul. No, nay, nada, nix. I don't know what else to say. Good serve, Mead return. Decoy. Near side. Hannon to Paul. Spike down, big kill by Mike Gaios. Out of New Trier, 18-18. They have, you can say they have each other's number now, and it's just the just pure who has the will to win.
At this, yeah, exactly. It's becoming who can actually get up by 2 points so we can find out what we're actually playing to.
Hits a double block. Point goes, team 1. 19-18 your score. Back to serve is going to be Blaskin. Lincoln Way North's own, going to Culver Stockton College. Left hand. Serve. Walker down. Walker kill. Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. 1919.
Do you suppose we should explain why all the wrestling?
We'll get to it in a minute.
Okay.
1919, your score. Walker serves. Set far side. Hannon hitting the top of the tape, but Farrell still successful. Going back, and oh, they can't keep it alive. Good effort by Team 1. Patrick Ketza, my co-host, is the host of a weekly talk show on sports radio, ChicagolandSportsRadio.com, about wrestling. Pat, when is that?
That is every Wednesday. Wow. Got my own show. Every Wednesday from 10 to 1, only on Chicagoland Sports Radio.
There you go. 21-19, your score.
So we finally find out they are playing to 25.
We do finally find that out. Walker, big jump serve, but that one goes far. Finally, the teams have both learned you got to shorten it up a bit, but then they're putting somebody right at the back line, so they know already if it's going to go too far, they get out of the way. Serve over, Hannon. Good tip to keep it in play by Washer. 21-21. So there was that 2-point lead washed away. Do what I can. Hannon, serve set across the middle. Bump alive by O'Keefe. Decoy, Hodel, dropping to a knee, good set low. Left hand kill by Brian O'Keefe, and a great job there. Substitution 22-21, 3 points away from game point is Team 2. Serve over, Walker. Play at the net, or excuse me, that was Burke. That one drops down, tied at 22. Both teams, you know, they decided to play that third set, Pat, so you know one of these teams wants to have that glory to say they won the All-Star game.
Absolutely, and it's definitely something worth playing for.
Set far side. Alive off the double. Mead near side. Spike down! What a good play by Matt Washer. Woo, woo, woo.
You know it.
23-22, 2 points away from set 3 and game victory. O'Keefe going to Tufts University. Jump serve. Return by Farrell. Set up, tipping over is Hanson. Again, Hanson unsigned. Let's get this boy going to college, folks. And that one blocked and goes out of bounds. Another point for Team 2. Team 2 is now at game point. 24-22, your score. SportsTownChicago.com, ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. On behalf of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting and BNAir.com. Hop serve. Farrell return. Near side. Spry looks for the kill, and that one drops back down. Lift called, and with that lift, Team 2 finds victory. And 25-22 is the way this is going to end here today. Pat, your thoughts on the 2013 Volleyball All-Star Game?
I'm finding I actually need to learn a bit more about volleyball.
Well, we are right at the 1 hour mark. How about that for timing?
Perfect.
Right at the 1 hour mark. But needless to say, it has been a pleasure calling the games. But some final stats, accurate or inaccurate. Who's ending up with who, Pat?
Serene and Spry, I both have 3 kills for them. Hodal and Paul, big with blocks for team number 1. For team number 2, Malik Walker with several aces and at least 3 kills. Gaios also with a pair of kills added also for team number 2. All of these colleges are getting some great players, as you can see from what we just saw.
Absolutely. Well, right now the R1 is still meeting up there. Are they?
I don't know.
They are going 5, folks. We just got word. So all that about, who's having the most fun.
So much for final thoughts.
So, yeah, who needs to take stinking finals? We're going best of 5.
I guess Serene's finals aren't that important.
He goes to Providence. That's not a hard school.
You said it, not me.
Kidding. Very hard school. So they're taking a timeout. We'll take it with them right here on SportsTownChicago.com and ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
Tune in every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com for all the Legends Football League information and Chicago Bliss action on the Bliss Breakdown.
It's a fumble!
Wednesdays from 4 to 5 on SportsTownChicago.com in a league of our own.
Fellow listeners, need a dose of basketball knowledge? Duffy, tell them what's up.
Check out Above the Rim. We have all the information regarding the NBA and basketball-related stories. Dan?
Rebounding off that, we'll have experts of the sport chime in, and plus, we'll let you ask the questions in the Ask Dan and Duffy portion of the show.
So listen to myself, Stephen Duffy, and Daniel Sanchez on Tuesdays and Thursdays at SportsTownChicago.com. Make sure to hit that like button on our Facebook page at Above the Rim Sportstown.
I got one question to ask you. Why has there been a gaming radio show? Get ready. Gaming's invaded every other medium. This is D. Jones, co-host Kevin Kurz, Game On Radio, every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. We got real game reviews for all you game heads. We're hardcore gamers, not reviewers. We got a little bit of everything for everybody. Come on in and check us out. So we're not justified by industry standards. Every Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m., ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Tune in. Game On. We got you.
Finish him.
What's up, everybody? It's Rufio. If you're looking for a career in radio or TV or entertainment, then do what I did and go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. They offer on-air and behind-the-scenes training with day and night classes. Check out their website at beonair.com/career or text career to 33239.
We want to thank you for being here. And needless to say, boy, oh boy, I don't even know what else to say, but we're going 5. We're going 5.
Yeah, they kind of shocked us because pregame we had thought that they were only going to go best of 3. We're way wrong.
Pregame they were only going to do 2 and then go from there. So when we thought they did the third one, they don't need to tell the broadcast team. That's fine. That's fine.
Well, they did tell us. They did finally tell the broadcast team after the third game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they didn't really tell us. We just kind of saw them still playing. So
that's true.
We're continuing on. Hopkins with the bump. Tip over by Hodel, and not able to get to it in time is Brendan Serrain. Hopefully he has easy finals tomorrow, like maybe phys ed, underwater basket weaving.
Health.
Yeah. But right now, Team 2 has a 3-0 lead. They already won sets 2 and 3. So if they win this 4th set, then they win the best of 5.
We'll see.
Yeah, they may make them play all 5 just for fun. Set across middle, Walker! Oh, it's actually going to Team 1. My apologies. I thought that one stayed in. It did not.
I guess the coach isn't considered a player.
Bouncing a few times, back to serve, Dan Koch out of Naperville North. High return by Barnes. Play at the net, Serrain. Still live decoy across the middle, block across, and that's going to be a 2-kill for Camille Barnes. Let's bust out the mop. I get the mop's a tool, right? How about a screwdriver? Screwdriver? That's definitely a tool. We'll go with screwdriver.
I think so.
Serve over Walker, and that one drops a bit out of bounds. So again, a service error by Team 2. They lead, though, however, 4-2 in this third. Again, a bit of a recap. 25-16 is the way Team 1 won the first set. 25-18, Team 2 won 2. 25-22, Team 2 won 3. Return, and Tall Paul doesn't even have to touch that one as it hit the top of the tape and dropped down. 4-3, your score. John Hodel, Lewis Bound. Set serve. Play at the net. Blocked by Paul. Near sideline. Far return by Gaios. And that one drops down right in front, or in between the two New Trier players of Gaios and Washer. 4-4 your score. We're all tied up. Back to serve now is going to be, or excuse me, serve happens. Spike over. Not able to dive down in time was Dan Koch out of Naperville North, 5-4. It's going to be interesting to see if Team 2 really tries to put the pedal to the metal, try to get out of here, knowing that they're,
one of their star players, obviously. But I guess we'll find out just how much of that killer instinct they actually do have.
6-4 your score now. Team 2 jumps back to a decent lead. Set at the net, tall Paul looks for the kill and able to get it. 6-5 your score. Back to serve now is going to be 14 Charlie Spry. Left hand, jump serve, big jump serve. Set at the net, spike down. That one goes a bit far. Is Blaskin cannot get to it in time. 6-5 now your score. Team 2, or excuse me, 7-5 is your score. Team 2 with a 2-point lead. Barnes back to serve. Stag zone. Jump serve right hand. Return Blaskin. Decoy. Paul. Serene. Down. Still alive. O'Keefe over the top. And that one drops in bounds. Good eye by O'Keefe to see the opening in the near back right corner.
Absolutely, and that's actually his third kill of the game, hopefully.
Back to serve now is Barnes. Return Blaskin. Decoy by Paul. Serene over the top. Set. Far side. O'Keefe through the double block. I'm gonna wreck it. 9-5 your score.
That's his second straight now. So it's starting to appear that maybe they actually do want to get out of here.
Serene's like he doesn't want finals to happen any sooner than they have to.
Would anybody?
I don't know. I don't miss finals. I don't miss homework. Double block. Ain't nobody got time for that. 10-5 your score. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Back to serve, Barnes. Return, Serene. Pass back to Serene. Kill attempt, return, Hopkins. O'Keefe with the kill attempt. That one stays in bounds. Good kill there. We're going all around the world. 11-5, 6-point lead for Team 2. They're really starting to break away. It was within 1 point at 1 point. Barnes serves, and that one goes too far, so they're keeping Team 1 in it, and Serene back to serve. Bouncing a few times. Brendan Serene, outside hitter from Providence Catholic. Return, B-hop from Marist. Spike down, dodging out of the way was Blaskin. Smart move there. Oh, thank heaven it's 7-11. That was Matrix almost, so he didn't get hit in the face.
And volleyballs are the kind that they will rearrange your figure.
Just a bit. Maybe it would help me. Anyway, Serene with the serve, and he gets the ace off the poor return from Team 2. 11-8 your score. Providence Catholic jerseys, the yellow jersey with green numbers and letters, black trim, green shorts with white numbers and letters on those. Serene, jump serve. That one goes clear to the back. 12-8 your score. Back to serve now is from the home of the Fighting Ketzas, Marist High School, Brendan Hopkins.
The Fighting Ketzas, that's a new one.
Spry. Pass up, still alive. Walker, bit of a floating. O'Keefe down. Return is that going out of bounds. And Nutrier, that just happened in front of my eyes. Matt Washer was going to go for it. Instead created a basket in his arms, let it go through, and he didn't touch it.
And actually, the other team actually tried saying he did touch it.
13-8, drop down. What a kill. And all I need is a beauty and a beat. 14-8 your score.
Hopkins must be good luck for team number 2. Maybe it is the whole Marist thing.
Hopkins set near side. Double block. Is it going in? And that one goes out of bounds. Team 2 with another point. 15-8. There's only been one timeout called in the whole game thus far, and that was in set 1. Let's see what they decide to do, if they want to make an adjustment at all. Spike down by Paul. Set. Middle. Serene blocked. Oh, drops on the near side, excuse me. So 15-9. 9 is the score. I thought it was going to be 10. Sometimes the scoreboard is fast, sometimes it's slow.
I'm not the one running it, so it's definitely not, too slow.
Yeah. Zach Blaskin. Served over, lift called on Team 2. 15-10 now your score. Team 1 back within 5.
Team 1 looking to make a comeback, trying to force a...
Set, decoy, Walker, spike down! Spike kill, O'Keefe. Con los terroristas. 16-10. No Harlem Shake for you?
No.
Okay.
Just no.
Near side, spike down. Is it tipped? It is tipped. Team 1 gets a point, 16-11. Still a 5-point hole they are in. Trying to claw out. They can't go 1-for-1 from this point, though. They got to try to get from some 2-for-1 deals. That one drops in bounds. Ace is the place. Again, pulled it out of his sleeve. Was Richie Planek. Hop serve, right hand. Barnes down low. Oh, what a good decoy by Walker. Had me confused. Tip point goes to Team 2, coached by Chris Cooper. Substitution 17-12. I was fooled on that one.
It would definitely seem like most everybody here was fooled by it.
Tip over, left hand. By Barrington owns Spry. Point down off the tip. Another point, Team 2. 18-12, back to a 6-point advantage. Back to serve is going to be Bolin. High return by Blaskin. Hits against the net. Point goes Team 1. Back to serve now is Dan Koch out of Naperville North. 5-point advantage for Team 2. Koch, hop serves over. Return, Hopkins. Set at the net. And that one goes out of bounds. Big kill off the tip. Malik Walker. As long as I got my suit and tie, I'm going to leave it on the floor tonight.
Just like all these players are leaving everything on the floor tonight.
Walker. Massive jump serve, but that one goes
just a bit outside.
Just a bit far. It actually was just a bit far. Usually you say just a bit outside if it goes really out of the way, but no, that one was actually pretty close. Back to serve is going to be John Hodel. Return, Hopkins. Called for it, took it, and went all the way home was Mike Gaios. He wanted to feel the moment. 2014 Mr. Worldwide. Burke with the serve. Serene kill attempt, return B-hop. Spike goes, good communication there by Dan Koch, realizing it was going to go too far, yelling out. It's something that's hard if you're not used to your communication with your teammates, picking it up at a time like this.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the players are finally starting to, and then of course it's so late in the game that the players are finally kind of becoming cohesive.
Double block, mostly by Tall Paul, and he just grins and nods his head. Wow, what a great play there. Left hand, Spry, return, Mead. Set far side by Washer. Dig down low, not able to retrieve it is Spry. 21-16, your score, 4 points away from, as least we think, game victory.
Yeah, like I said, first 2, then 3, now 4, and maybe they'll make them play 5. I mean, it is an exhibition, as you said.
Spike down!
And Hopkins takes it off the cheek.
Tall Paul, some nights I wake up cashing in my bad luck.
Wouldn't Hopkins be singing that, though?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Serene to serve, 21-17. Team 1 does not want to go quietly into this night. Double block, but drops down. What a kill. The crowd's on their feet for Cody Bolin. 22-17. Bolin rules. Hopkins to serve. Spry return. Set. Having to just palm it over was Koch. And that one stays in bounds. Team 1 is going to say it drops down. The R1 smiling about it because of how close it was.
giving it to the other ref due to the fact she actually couldn't see.
Set, decoy across the middle, far side spike down, clear return, and that one drops in bounds.
And nearly takes out the R1.
23-18, 2 points away from what we think is game victory. Back to serve is Matt Washer. He's going to be a Mizzou Tiger, but still new Trier Trevion at this point. Gets another ace, 24-18. Your score, this could be it, folks.
Even we don't know if this is it.
But if it is, it's been a fun ride. Decoy across the middle, tip over the double block, good return. Walker! He took it. Oh, they're calling it over the top. They thought it was over. It's not. Team 1 stays alive as Dan Koch is going cray-cray. Dan Koch wanted to high-five the R1 for the good call. I've never seen that before.
I can't say I have either.
You gotta love exhibition. Well, the guy looks like Cody Lindley out there, if anybody knows that former Disney star. Double block, Team 1. I'm staying alive, staying alive.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe the R1 may have called that, to extend this a little bit.
You never know. Walker down! Walker kill. That's it.
Can't
that
deny
is
that
all
one.
She wrote, and that by the barking of the R1 is going to be the end of the 2013 Boys High School Volleyball All-Star Game. 25-20 is the way set 4 is going to end. They did do full college rules after all. Ketsa, this was fun.
This was definitely fun. A little nerve-wracking for me, of course. But
you made it through. You didn't pass out. You didn't faint.
Yet.
You didn't cry that we know of.
I won't say what happened during the breaks.
That's fine. We'll leave it at that. So, again, set 1 was 25-16. Team 1. Team 2 then took in 3 straight, 25-18, 25-22, and 25-20. So, again, a great time had by all here today. We want to thank everybody for being here. We're now going to go to Brother Paul Ickes. Folks, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Guys, congratulations again. All right, well, Ketsa, on behalf of myself, yourself, good time had by all. The 2013 Illinois Boys High School Volleyball All-Star Game ends in a win for team number 2. On behalf of you and me, SportsOnChicago.com and ChicagolandSportsRadio.com, we want to thank everybody for being here. Have a great rest of your evening. For those here in attendance, of course, a safe ride home. And this game will be available as a free downloadable podcast on both websites within the next 24 hours. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And best of luck to all of these gentlemen in their college runs. Again, SportsOnChicago.com and League of Our Own, ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.